Hi friends, I have another craft for you today. Today we are going to make 4th of July firecracker blocks. They're wood blocks. They look like firecrackers. So cute with this little star. Yeah, they're a great little addition to your decorating. They don't have to be just for the 4th of July. Any patriotic holiday would be amazing, right? But they're made out of wood blocks like this. This is 2x2s. And then we just cut them in 2.5, 3.5, and 4.5 inches. 2.5, 3.5, 4.5 inches. We're painting them red, putting a wick on there. And then we've got a little star, white star, that we're adding for the 4th of July. So I've already painted 2, my red and white, but I'll show you how easy it is to paint over there. And I have a star. Went ahead and painted it white. If you want it more rustic looking, you know me, I like rustic. You take a sandpaper and just sand it down. You could also add what do you call that stuff? Antique wax. Or just dry brush a little bit of brown to make it a little more rustic. But if you see, these blocks aren't perfect, right? I did sand them down a smidge. They're just raw and rustic, and that's the look I'm going for. More of a farmhouse feel. But if you want them more tailored, that's super easy. All you have to do is instead of getting the raw wood, all you have to do is get some more finished wood, if you want to do that. You know, it's whatever you want to do. You could sand it down. This is just inexpensive. You know, that's relative. Wood. But it's scrap wood that we had at the house. So if you know anybody who does any kind of woodwork, you can just see what they got going on, right? And see how easy that is to cover up. I am using, I didn't bring all the rest of my paint. Crimson was the color of my red. This is apple barrel. This is my blue, and it is what? Admiral blue is what I'm using. And funny, there's just so many blues. Lots of options. Whatever you have, I'm sure will be fun. But I didn't have any blue. So I thought, well, since I don't have blue, I'm going to look it up and see what color it is. If you look up the American flag and see what color it is, it's got some like specifics, right? But one of the things I read was Admiral Blue, because I was asking what would I use. And, you know, Google knows a lot. I like to say Google knows everything. And Admiral Blue was the answer. So I went ahead and bought it since I didn't have any blue. But the red that I already had is crimson, and that's what I used. And then white is white. So I'm just going to speed our process up a little bit with my heat gun. But I put 2 coats on. This blue's looking good by itself, but I'm still putting 2 coats on because the wood is soaking it up. So we'll do that. If you notice, I did not paint the bottom. On the first set I did, and then I thought, why am I doing that? It's not as easy to hold on to. So, whatever you want to do. So, I have this handy dandy heat gun, but a hairdryer does just as well. So, we're good to go. Or you can just wait. You can just wait. Now we're going to add my second coat. See, I can already see where it's dried and getting thinner in my dark blue color. So, 2 coats. 2 coats of paint. So we're going to put that on. Now then, where did I get the stars? The stars were donated, but oddly enough, you can buy just a pack of stars. Sometimes you can actually find them at the Dollar Tree, but Walmart or Joann's or Michael's, any of those places that have wood as part of their craft supplies, you can find stars. And so these little stars were the perfect size. And actually, I had the stars first. So I chose the size of wood to go with my star because I thought that looked so good. I think that looks so good, the proportion and stuff. So I had some bigger wood. I don't know what it was, but it was bigger than 2x2s. And that was my original thought. But I already had these stars, and the star looked too small. So I would suggest that if you're picking up this stuff, you might want to try to find your star first, and then see what would go with it. What size would look good. I'm going to dry this. Hope you can hear me over this dryer. But, so if you will see, I've got little notches out of my wood. It's just recycled wood. We had it for another project. It had nails in it already. But I'm going for rustic, so it's absolutely perfect for me. And then, I don't know if you can see on the top, but we drilled a hole. Maybe you can see it better on white. There's a hole drilled in the top, and that's where the wick is going to go in. You need some wire, and we just had this wire in our stash. It's actually pretty thick. It's gold colored, which is kind of neat. But I think that just plain wire color looks great. So don't go trying to find this specifically. Anything's fine. This is actually really thick and hard to twist. Something that's a little more bendable, might be good if you don't have any tools. Let's see how this is going. Are we trying? Yep. We're dry. So if you don't have some tools, you might want something that bends a little better. That floral wire we've used in previous crafts is perfect. I mean, you've got a pack of it for $1 anyway, right? So we used that just recently for the button bouquet, but whatever you have around, if you have baling wire at home or whatever wire you have is perfect. And then you can just drill a little hole. If you have a drill, you could drill a little hole in there. There's a second option. If you do not have a drill, but you do have a hammer and a nail, just take the nail, but the nail needs to not be much bigger than this, much bigger than your wire. But take the nail, put it in the center, hammer a little bit, pull it back out. There's your hole. Mine can twist. It's just a little big, just enough to go in. They pull right out. See? They didn't have to be deep. They're not deep in there. Can't see that hole. Boop. They're not deep, but deep enough to put enough of your wire in there so that it's stable and doesn't fall out on you. So we're going to cut some wire. I have some wire cutter. Let's move this. I'm just gonna cut it. Good grief. 1 second. Wow, I forgot that's how much that spun around. And then, how much it flew when I cut it. Then we just twist it around a pencil or a pen. And I thought I might need some pliers for that, but I didn't. I want mine loose instead of too squiggly. And I want mine all to go the same direction, so hopefully I'll remember that. The bottom of it needs to be a smidge straighter, right? Let's see. Pull that around just a little bit on the top. There we go. Just like this, and then I'm gonna bend it down so it'll go into my hole. So I need 2 more of those. And then I'll trim up the size when they're in there, because I don't know exactly what size I want. That was better executed, wasn't it? All right, so I'm gonna twist it around my pencil. Again, if you're using baling wire or floral wire, this part's much easier. I don't even know where this wire came from. I'm not aware. It's pretty, which is why I went with it. Am I going the right direction? Yes. One more, people. All right. Twist it around. Ooh, this one's a long one. I have to trim that one down. Twist it around pencil. Flatten out your bottom. You can poke it right in. So, since I am using rustic red, white, I want to go the direction you can see, blue. I need to make sure that it sits straight and flush together. Wow, what's your side look like? Looks good. My side looks good. Ta-da! I've got some twine. Now, if you want to, you can glue these together. This is not glued together. But if you want to, you can glue them together so they don't move. You can glue the star on. My star's not glued on. All I did was wrap around a couple of times, maybe 3 if you want, to hold the star on. So I'm going to measure out some of this twine. I'm using really thick, I think this is 4-ply because I have it and it works well. Forgot some scissors, I'll use this. So that's what I'm using, but you can use whatever you have. Whatever you have is fine. And then I'm going to slide this star in there. Over there. So let me fix this. I am going to wrap this around twice and tie it in the back. So I need to lay this down. And I'm just tying a knot. Tying it tight enough so my star will stay on there. You can position your star first before you tie it. I don't think I need to do that. We will find out soon enough, won't we? Isn't that cute? So the wires hold, the jute twine is holding it together, and then I'm gonna slide my star in. I painted it. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but it was wood color, so I painted it white. And it fits in just like that. Isn't that awesome? I love this craft. It's so cute. What do I do with this one? Yep, I got the point straight up. So you can move around. I can shift it around. See how I want the star to look. I think it looks great. All right, I'm going to cut the ends off of my knot back here so that none of that peeks through. There we go. Now, let's put some wicks in our firecrackers, huh? So we'll stick those in and see what we like. See how we like them. I'm gonna make sure I'm sticking them in the right direction. Get in there. See how I'm pulling this up a little bit? I'm putting it in, getting a little resistance, and then straightening it up. Let me see. That looks cute. I think this one's a little too tall. back around. That's it. I love this craft. That's so cute. You can make these as short or tall as you want. What's it look like compared to my first one? Pretty close. Happy crafting. I hope you had a good time. I hope you try this. This is a really neat, simple craft, but I love it. It's so simplistic but beautiful. So I hope you try this. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time.